Media.
Yeah, hello everybody, and welcome to another Kansas Mystic and Unsolved podcast with me, Ricky Tabergi, and from Arizona, Derek Rilliford. How's it going down there in Arizona?
What's going on, buddy? Just hanging out, man. Worked all day. I got 2 days off, and I'm going to try to get some work done for Back Home Media in this next couple of days.
All right. Yeah, it's been a day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Got Andrea Lynn Vian Tillman from Junction City, and Lori Hayes, our Hayes rep, is here.
She is here.
Connie Judd from White City's here. Hey, guys.
Hey, Connie. Pam over in YouTube's here.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne Fisher from Southeast Oklahoma in the house. People are slowly trickling in tonight. Kind of a slow burn. Not a lot of people here tonight. Maybe we... Pam's from Topeka. Diana Hayden in the house. We got Anna Marie Garcia from Ulysses.
Yep. I'm trying to ignore my TV in the living room. I got the Dallas game on. And hoping the Cowboys win. And
that's where everybody's at. They're all watching the Dallas game.
Yeah, Dallas is playing the Saints tonight.
Yeah, that's where everybody's at. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna find some people. Get some stuff done tonight. How you been, Ricky?
Just been busy working and taking care of my kid and making flyers. Matter of fact, I was making one right up until showtime, and I'm waiting on Mom's approval so I can post it. So,
wow, okay. We got Luke Heather in the house from Topeka.
Got some interesting ones because there's 3 of them that are linked together. I've got a 4th one I'm trying to get photos for. A total of 6 of them ran together. So,
wow.
Trying to get all identities for all of them so I can get flyers made. I've got 3 of the 6 made. So,
Andrea says her husband's watching the game.
Cool.
I think that's where a lot of people are tonight. You know, the NFL is so fun. The NFL is such a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good times to watch the NFL. I love talking trash, and when it comes to the NFL, I love talking trash to my friends and saying stuff about their favorite teams. Dodge City in the house.
Hey, Trisha's here.
Trisha Arnold is here in her KMU hoodie. Ricky,
I checked out her profile picture. Pretty good. Looks pretty good.
She added me on Facebook. Trisha, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize right now for all the wild stuff that I post. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be put in Facebook jail.
I should. I haven't got there yet in a long time, but
yeah, I don't think I've been there yet.
I don't expect you to go to Facebook jail. You're a decent human being. We got Candarillo in the house.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's relation to Alexander.
She said it's all good. Hey, there's Mondi. Hope you're doing well too, Mondi.
Here. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of ground to cover, and we got a small audience tonight, but you know what? It doesn't matter how many people are here. All that matters is that there are people here, and that we are going to.
Diana says, "Just don't dog on my Chiefs." LOL.
No, I have to leave if we have Chiefs fans here. I didn't know we were broadcasting to Chiefs fans. I gotta go.
Great googly moogly.
All right. Well, we'll be right back after this. You're watching the Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. We'll be right back after this.
If you or someone you know is thinking of running from home, has run away, or if you are a runaway ready to go back home, call 1-800-RUNAWAY. That's 1-800-786-2929.
All right. Oh, that's one I forgot to pull. It was Dietrich. I knew there was one I forgot. Let me grab it.
Go ahead and pull it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about. We got a. This is a $5,000 governor's reward.
Yeah.
Yep, Alexander is going to be Candarilio's nephew. So Crystal Walden in the house. We are going to be covering Alexander because it is the 1 year anniversary of that, which we are really not happy that we had to get this far. Jerome Strong in the house. Oh God, we got all kinds of Chiefs fans in here. I gotta go. Small but mighty.
I've got Dietrich's flare up now.
Okay, hope we can all get back from home for Christmas. Yes. Derek is full of go ahead. Let's talk about Dietrich. $5,000 reward, people.
Yeah, he's missing from Independence, Kansas since April 12th of 2020. He's 37 when he went missing. He's now 39. He's 5'9", 190 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. He was reported missing on May 12th. He was last seen around April 12th in Independence, Kansas. KBI agents and detectives from the Independence Police Department are conducting the case as a homicide based upon findings during the investigation into Foster's disappearance. Again, at the time of his disappearance, he was 37. He's now 39. He's 5'9", weighs 190 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. If anybody has any information regarding Dietrich's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Independence, Kansas Police Department at 620-332-1700 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get him found and brought home. And again, there is a governor's reward of $5,000 for information leading to the arrest or conviction of those responsible for the disappearance and suspected murder of Dietrich Foster. So let's help them find him and bring him home.
You know, I used to be in the camp where I was kind of frustrated with police for not releasing information to help solve this stuff. But ever since the episode we did about what was her name, Cassidy Rainwater, where that police officer just kind of went ham on the public, and the way he kind of said it made sense to me. It's like, because part of me, wants the police to go have a press conference tomorrow and say, this is what we know about Dietrich Foster's case. And I just feel like if they said that, then people would talk and things could get solved. But that probably would not be the outcome of that. That would probably completely destroy any chance of any kind of resolution in this matter. Right. And so when he said in that message that he wrote that, first of all, the details are none of our business. Second of all, if you want to know the details, just be a cop.
Right.
Join the police force. Be a go to school. Be a detective. If you feel like you have something to add to the story and you want to know these details, and I'm not even joking, I'm being serious. Like, we need good people to, be officers and detectives and all that stuff. But as far as like, the police holding their cards close to their chest, I 100% get it. I mean, it's none of the public's business, and it could mess up the case,
Yeah, definitely.
But there is that $5,000 reward, everybody. Dietrich's been missing for quite some time now. It's time to get some resolution on this, and we're going to keep covering this because there needs to be some resolution on this for sure.
Right, and I agree with. Well, I was looking at some comments, Victoria. I think this is in reference to your small audience earlier, and she said small but mighty.
Yeah,
definitely mighty. And Connie's saying, hope we all get back home for Christmas. And Monty's saying, Derek's full of jokes tonight. And Diana says, what would constitute a governor's reward? What makes them do that? I'm not sure exactly.
I don't know either, but I'm glad there is. I wish there was a governor's reward for every missing person, but I mean, there's just not that option.
Yeah.
Trisha said there needs to be things that only the perpetrator.
Yeah. Right. That way they can eliminate false confessions and things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Ellen's in the house from Leavenworth.
Yep.
What's up, Ellen? Well, this is something that I did not want to do on this show, but we're going to go ahead and do it. It's been officially a year since anybody has seen Alexander Perez.
Yeah, it's definitely been a year. I cannot believe it. Been missing since December 1st of 2020 from Ulysses, Kansas. Alex was 35 when he went missing. He's 5'11", 235 pounds, black hair that he shaves bald, and brown eyes. He contacted a family member on December 1st and said he'd be coming over to do laundry. He never arrived at the family member's home in Ulysses, and he's not been heard from or seen by family since then. He had been staying with family and friends prior to his disappearance. Initially, it was believed he was in the local Ulysses area, or he may be in Garden City or surrounding areas. But as we know, some not so good information has surfaced about what may have happened to him. Again, he's 35 when he went missing. He's 5'11", 235, black hair that he shaves off, and brown eyes. He has a tattoo of a bumblebee on his face underneath his left eye. Has Perez tattooed on one of his arms. He has a tattoo of a cross on a chain across his chest. If you have any information regarding Alexander's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Grant County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 620-356-3500, or the Ulysses, Kansas Police Department at 620-356-4600, or the KBI at 785-296-4017, and see if we can't get Alexander brought home to his family where he needs to be. Please, please, please. If anybody knows anything, speak up. Please.
Yeah. That's just
terrible.
Yeah. It's just terrible.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hello from Leavenworth. Kelly's saying, love you guys. Love you guys too for showing up and tuning in and going over these cases with us.
Especially during a game.
Yeah. Hello from Newton.
Hey, Kim.
Missed the last live, but caught this one. Awesome, Dondo. Glad you made it. There's Candelario Perez. He was staying with me when he went missing. He actually messaged me on December 6th. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that.
Wow.
Thank you for that. Messaged on December 6th. Okay.
Well, that's information I didn't know. I mean,
I didn't either.
There was a sign of life.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So you heard from him on the 6th. Okay.
Yeah. That's worth knowing.
Yeah. I'll see if I can't work that into the flyers somewhere.
And then we're going to cover Kenny Wrightcheck again. He's, this is the 2-year mark for him as well. Well, not here's the 2 years for him.
Yeah. He's missing from here in Salina since November 4th of 2019. He was 69 when he went missing. He's now 71. He's 5'9", weighs 175 pounds, has gray hair and blue eyes. He does sometimes use the last name Brown as opposed to Wrightcheck. He does suffer from diminished mental health capabilities, and he's on disability, but he has not tried to access his money since he was last seen. He may have family in northwest Kansas, possibly around the Colby area. He was last seen at the Gospel Mission here in Salina. He left there and hasn't been seen or heard from since. He does not have a cell phone or a vehicle or any identification. His mode of transportation was always a bicycle. Again, at the time of his disappearance, he was 69 years old. He's now 71. He's 5'9", weighs 175, has gray hair and blue eyes. If you have any information regarding Kenny's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Salina, Kansas Police Department at 785-826-7210 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can get Kenny found and back to where he needs to be.
Do you know what constitutes a silver alert? Like, why wouldn't Kenny just be considered like just a regular run-of-the-mill missing person? Is it just like, is there like an age that you become silver alert?
I think it's more over the diminished mental health capabilities more than anything.
Okay. So silver alert, that's oftentimes characterized with dementia patients that go missing and stuff like that. Is that like kind of where that's... Yeah. Okay. All right. Because silver alert, it's what is this?
Said he was in Garden City, had been robbed and beaten and held at gunpoint and was hoping to be home the next morning, but no contact after that. That's on Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it just a text or were you able to call him?
I don't know. Yep.
Wow. Well, be careful, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We'd never let Kenny fall through.
Yeah, I'm not going to let him fall through the cracks. He needs to be found. And, I wish there would be some kind of a status update on this case from Salina Police Department. Even if it's just to say, hey, nothing new, we need more information, call us or whatever. Right. Just something besides silence.
Right.
The silence on a lot of these cases is deafening, whether it's missing persons or whether it's some of these unsolved homicides here in town. The silence is just too deafening.
He said he sent me a voice message.
Yeah.
I I don't want to mess your name up. How do you Candelario? Candelario. I am sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but let me ask you this real quick. Is it possible that the message you received as a voice message, is it possible that that was recorded before that and then sent to you later by somebody else? I'm just curious. Like, are we 100% sure that Alexander sent that message? He might have recorded it, but are we 100% sure that he recorded it the day he sent it? And if he sent it? And if you want to answer that question in the Kansas Missing and Unsolved personal messenger, I'm totally happy. Me and Ricky can talk to you there. But yeah, we're just kind of curious. Let us know what's going on. Tiffany says, a silver alert is a public notification system in the United States to broadcast information about missing persons, especially senior citizens with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or other mental disabilities in order to aid locating them. Wikipedia. Thank you, Tiffany.
Yeah, thank you. Because I've seen some juveniles where they've actually used a silver alert, so they must have to do something with the mental disabilities and stuff.
Right. Well, I learned something new tonight. I've been doing a missing persons show for 1.5 years, and I just now learned what a silver alert is. If that tells you anything.
I had a general idea, but not detailed like that.
I mean, I thought it was dementia, but now it makes more sense that it's kind of just anybody that's not really, that might be confused. That could be confused and maybe missing because they're confused.
Right.
Diane says, so then it was no mistaking it was him or not. Oh, I think that's on the Alexander Perez text. Well, we're going to talk more about that. This is one more cold case we're going to cover. We say cold case. It's not really a cold case. It's a case that we haven't found, Colton yet. So we're going to talk about Colton Brewer.
Okay. Yep, he went missing from Russell, Kansas on September 26th of 2008. He was 17 when he went missing. He would now be 31. He's 5'9", weighs 135 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. My friend dropped him off at an outdoor skate park. Colton was supposed to call him back when he wanted to be picked up, but he never called. Authorities believe he left of his own accord, but Colton's family doesn't believe this because he wasn't having any problems that would cause him to run away, and he left his wallet and identification behind. Recent information suggests that Colton may have been killed and his body hidden. His case is still unsolved, and he still has not been located, obviously. If you have any information regarding Colton's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Kansas City office of the FBI at 816-512-8200 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. Preferably call the FBI office first in Kansas City. His mother wants to get them involved again and see if we can't get Colton found and brought home. As this has been going on way too long. And if anybody has any information, no matter how small or anything like that, call it in, let them know. It's time to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And Candelaria says it was sent on Facebook Messenger. He was texting me before he sent the voicemail. It was him, turned it into the KBI.
Awesome.
And he said, just call him Candy.
Oh, okay. Candy. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you talking to us tonight, Candy. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we would, we're just trying to help. We've been covering his case for 1 year now, and it's personal. We didn't want to cover his case tonight. We were hoping that we had found Alexander, not us, but we were hoping that he was found long ago. But instead it just continues on, and so. But we're going to take a quick break. You are watching the Kansas Missing Unsolved podcast. We will be right back after this.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a suicidal crisis or emotional distress, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.
All right. This one is Brandon Dante Raphael Rawls. I just recently did this flyer. His dad messaged the Missouri Missing and Unsolved page and asked that he be put back up on the page. He's missing from Kansas City, Missouri since November 5th of 2001. Excuse me. He was 16 when he went missing. He'd now be 36. He's 5'6", 130 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. His nickname is Little B. He was last seen on Longview Road in Kansas City, Missouri. Police believe he left on his own accord. Again, he was 16 when he went missing. He'd now be 36. He's 5'6", weighs 130 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. He was wearing a grill of 3 gold teeth on the front right side of his upper jaw, and he has acne. He was last known to be wearing a short-sleeved black Fat Albert t-shirt, a black hooded jacket with stripes, gray pants, gray sneakers, and a gray cap. If anybody knows any information at all regarding Brandon's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department's Missing Persons Unit at 816-234-5136 or 816-234-5111, or you can email your information to missingperson@kcpd.org and let them know what you know about Brandon and where he may be or what may have happened to him.
And it's something people should think about, like you look at this flyer.
Yeah.
And when Brandon disappeared, he was at, the same age that we have a lot of these people we feature on this show who are missing on their own volition. No, we don't know what happened to Brandon, but sometimes people go missing and you don't find them. This is 20 years ago. And again, I'm glad we're covering it. It's November.
Mm-hmm.
But this is 20 years ago. This is a humongous tragedy if you just think of anybody that Brandon was a part of their life back then in 2001. Friends, family, acquaintances, officers that have worked his case, people that have tried to pitch in and help find him. I mean, this is just a ton of heartache. And I mean, it's just 20 years. That's terrible.
Well, Trish is asking if we can go over Steve Bettle's unsolved murder case next week. He was a brother of a friend. We sure can. I've already notated it. And Candy is saying, I appreciate the help. Yesterday was a tough day for the family. We just want closure. And yeah, and you deserve closure, definitely.
Yeah, you do.
Definitely.
If you ever want to talk to us, just let us know. We can. I'll talk to you anytime. I don't know what I can do to help, but anything I can do to help, I will.
And hopefully, by covering Alex's flyer every week, we'll get somebody to talk, and hopefully we can give him that closure.
Right. And we do have, Brandon still on the screen here. Mm-hmm. We do have the age progression pictures. So
yeah,
Kansas City. If anybody was in the Kansas City area, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Even just northeast Kansas, if you were in that area.
Yeah.
Or northwest Missouri. I mean, if you were in that area and you remember this kid, Brandon, and you heard any stories about it, let somebody know. This is too long. 20 years is too long.
Right.
That breaks my heart, man.
Yep. That's for sure.
Dana Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, we covered her last week, and we can cover her next week.
Deb Miller, late as always. Well, Deb, you're we forgive you for being late. It's fine.
Yeah,
thanks for coming. You're probably watching the Cowboys game like everybody else tonight.
Right.
Let's talk about Annabelle.
Okay.
I feel like we've covered her before.
We have, actually, and she went missing again on November 8th of this year. 15 years old. She's 5'3", 150 pounds. She has brown hair that was last known to be dyed red and brown eyes. Her ears and nose are pierced. And if you have any information regarding Annabelle's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9456 or 316-660-9452 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can help get Annabelle found and back to where she needs to be.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Too young.
Yeah. Definitely too young.
I feel like this is a good picture, though. It doesn't seem like there's a filter.
Yeah.
Just looks like a picture of what she might look like.
Yeah.
So this is a good picture for that. And anybody seen Annabelle, Wichita area?
Yep.
Contact and numbers. And you can go, all of our flyers are on our Facebook page.
Right.
They're updated in real time. So we have that. We have One day is too long. Yep.
No, I agree.
No problem. Mondi says she couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Abigail.
All right. And as I was alluding to, Abigail is one that went missing today with 5 other juveniles, and we'll be covering 3 of them, as I'm still trying to get everything for the other 3. So Brandon Witherspoon and David Weingarner are the other 2. Abigail Avalos Green went missing from Wichita on December 1st of 2021. She's 15 years old. She's 5'3", 90 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. She actually went missing from a church down there in Wichita with, like I said, with 5 other juveniles. If you have any information regarding Abigail's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can help get these kids found.
Yeah. So is this just like you kind of talked a little bit about this before the show, but usually we meet about 10-15 minutes before the show.
Yeah.
Tonight we showed up, said hi to each other, and then Ricky prayed, and then we hit go live. Like we showed up very late tonight.
Yeah.
But you had said
prayer. Yep.
the pre-show prayer, unless we forget, and then we feel bad. But no, you're saying like 5 kiddos.
Total of 6.
Is it like a total of 6 kiddos? Is it like are we thinking? I know you don't know much, but are we thinking like this is something where like they planned it out for a long time? And
I don't know. I wish they did know, but I don't know.
I mean, I just don't imagine 6 people just being like, today at lunch being like, hey, let's all take off. Yeah. I mean, unless there's like a concert they all took off to. I don't know. I hope it's something that innocent. But you think 6 people that go missing from the same area, and they assume they know each other?
Apparently so.
You hope that maybe they just went somewhere to do something, but it's scary, like you can't just take off like that, like you're on Facebook right now because of this decision. Like, we're putting your face on Facebook because you're on a missing persons poster. This just sounds like kind of like a daring, maybe bad idea by a couple young people today. But I hope they're safe.
Oh, I do too. I mean, it's crazy. When I initially made hers, and then let's see. I'm trying to think who the other one was. Stop it. Then the mother of Brandon Witherspoon got a hold of me and said, hey, he might be with her. And so I reached out and made some contacts with some folks and got a couple other names. So, and from what I was told, Abigail may be with David Weingarner, which we're going to cover him as well.
Right.
So if you have his handy dandy, we can do him real quick.
And I just sent Candy a personal message and a friend request.
Okay, cool.
So if you get a friend request, Candy, it's from me, and I sent you a message as well. So here we go. Let me see. Group home kids, Pam asks.
I don't know. Like I said, my understanding was they left the church, so I don't know if they were like in a group home and went to church or what the deal was on it.
Missing from church. Maybe Donda Coyle saying.
Yeah, if we can cover David Weingarner next.
Okay. Let me see. Pam says the last pic on the looks like a typical Child Protective Services shot. I don't know. We just get pictures sent to us. She said the one on the end. But I mean, we just get pictures sent to us.
Well,
you said Brandon Lee, right?
The one like with the beanie on, is that what she's referring to? Well, that particular picture, when I cropped it down, she's holding actually an achievement certificate in front of her in that picture.
Oh, nice.
So
nice. Okay. And then you said Brandon next, correct?
No.
Or David.
David.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
And he went missing from Wichita today. He's 15, 5'4", 175, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's believed to possibly be with Abigail Green, who we just covered. So if you have any information regarding David's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get these kids found and back to where they need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
On the run, man.
Yeah. And if we could do
So,
Brandon
youth group,
Withers,
not sure.
Possibly, I don't know. If we could do Brandon Witherspoon, he's the third one that I have done for this group.
Pam says, "Okay, dead wrong then." No, but I mean, you wonder a lot of times we feature these people on the show, and we're not obtuse. We know that a lot of these kids are coming from broken areas. They're coming from group homes. They're coming from foster homes, and I've never lived in a group home or a foster home, but it can't be easy. So she says today's the day they went missing. Today is the second day.
They all went missing yesterday.
Okay, and then who did you want me to pull up next? You said
Brandon Witherspoon.
Okay, got him up next anyway. Go ahead.
He's missing from Wichita since yesterday. He's 15. He's 5'7", 190 pounds, brown hair, green eyes. Of course, he went missing around 6:15, which is around the time they all went missing. He was last known to be wearing a black hoodie, blue jeans, and cowboy boots. He was also carrying a gray and black backpack. If you have any information regarding Brandon's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call Wichita, Kansas PD at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. See if we can't get him found and back to where he needs to be. And like I said, there's 3 others. I've got the name of the 4th, but I don't have photos for the flyer yet. So as soon as I can get that and the information on the other 2, unless they're found first, I'll get those flyers made and posted as soon as I can get that information. And if anybody knows who they may be, feel free to message me at Kansas Missing and get me the information that way. I'd be glad to.
Right. Well, hopefully this has a good resolution, and hopefully it's next week we talk about how everybody's home.
Yeah.
But so that's a new one.
Yeah, definitely.
Got some comments here. Yeah, lucky for them, we aren't having a typical Kansas weather.
Yeah. Today it was actually like almost 78 degrees today for December 2nd.
It's all good, Donda. Thomas Landry in the house. Schaefer. What's up, Thomas? Yeah, no problem, Candy. I sent you a message, man. Shoot me a message whenever you want. We'll be done here in about 30 minutes, and I'm free for the next 2 days, Candy. So if you want to talk, let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick break right here. I do want to play this now. Before we play this, somebody had said that the models and the pictures for the t-shirts that we have right now. Somebody said that the models are too happy for this to be a missing person show. And it's true. So we're going to change that. But I do want to showcase that we do have some merch available. Now, before you go thinking, I don't know how to do things. So these things are like very cheap right now. So if you want to go to backhomemedia.com/shop, you can pick up some of our hoodies, t-shirts. Ricky's brother bought one, and is he get it yet?
He hadn't told me. I don't know. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's exciting news, and me and Ricky should be getting our stuff come tax season.
Yeah.
We have to buy it at the same place. So what is this?
Roxanne saying, if you know where any of these people are or what has happened, please call Crime Stoppers. No one will ever know you were the one that called. You don't give a name when you call. These kids need to be home. The adults need to be home. They all have families that are worried and need to know answers. Definitely agree with that, Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here you go. Here's your answer.
Well, I haven't got mine either. That's just because I don't have any money. But what are you going to buy, Ricky?
I'm thinking definitely a hat. And actually, I would like to do a hat, shirt, and hoodie, but it's going to take a little bit of time and money for me to do that. But
yeah. Well, you don't typically wear a hat on this show.
No, not typically, but I wear them when I'm out.
You're very proud of your your hair up there. I mean, you should be. You got a nice. We're not going to talk about your age, but you got a nice head of hair for your age.
I don't care. People know I'm 54. I don't care.
54.
all my gray is right here.
Well, I do want to. Brandon's been missing the last 2 weeks. His computer took a dive, and this is going to be a little word from Brandon. We'll be right back with some more flyers after this.
Leaving an abusive relationship is a highly personal, individual decision, but all survivors benefit from having trusted people during this time. Since those experiencing abuse are often isolated by their abusers, it's important to know how you can support survivors on their path to finding safety. If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, please reach out to the hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Again, that's 1-800-799-7233.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let me find Crystal here. The flyer that you have is actually, I did 2 versions of the flyer. One ended up being on 2 flyers, and the one that I actually posted, I abbreviated it down. So I'm actually going to read the longer one.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, Crystal.
But these pictures are good, though?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
She's been from Kansas City, Missouri since February 24th of 1997. She was 18 when she went missing. She would now be 43. She's 5'5", weighs 125 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Crystal drove to St. Joe, Missouri from her family's residence in Kansas City to pick up her friend during the evening of February 24th, 1997. They then went ice skating together. The low fuel warning light in Crystal's red 1989 Ford Probe LX activated as she was driving her friend back to St. Joe at approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. She refused to stop for gas, saying that her car always had good gas mileage and she could return to Kansas City without topping the tank. Crystal's family said that she used her AAA Auto Club membership several times prior to February after allowing her car to run out of fuel while driving, so she has a history of her car running out of gas. Crystal dropped her friend off in St. Joe at approximately 2 in the morning and promised to call him by 3 o'clock in the morning to announce that she made it home safe. He fell asleep while he was waiting for her call, and she never did call. Her car apparently ran out of gas shortly after 2:30 in the morning as she drove down Interstate 29 north of Kansas City International Airport. A truck driver observed a dark-haired Caucasian female flagging down traffic with a concerned look on her face by the southbound shoulder of the highway at approximately 2:34 in the morning. The woman fit Crystal's description. The witness told investigators he saw another vehicle backing up on the exit ramp toward the woman's car as he passed. Crystal's mother discovered her daughter's Ford Probe later in the morning on Interstate 29. The hazard lights were on and the vehicle's battery was low, and there was no sign of Crystal at the scene. I got a shift here. Authorities searched the Kansas City, Missouri residence of John E. Williams later in 1997 when he was implicated in the abduction and sexual assault of another woman. Investigators discovered Crystal's identification cards, paycheck stub, car keys, mock turtleneck, and jeans inside Williams' home. DNA tests confirmed that the clothing belonged to Crystal, and investigators believe the damage to the clothing was consistent with the homicide. Williams was questioned about Crystal's case and claimed he accidentally struck and killed her with his vehicle on the night of February 24th on I-29. Williams was a convicted sex offender and told authorities he was afraid of becoming implicated in the crime, so he placed Crystal's body in his car and disposed of her remains. He initially refused to divulge her burial location, but eventually led investigators to the Platte City area. Nothing was discovered during an extensive search. Authorities learned that Williams had his car's windshield repaired the day after Crystal vanished. They believed it was damaged by someone kicking it during a struggle inside the vehicle. Williams denied the statement and also denied intentionally killing Crystal. Several witnesses provided tips which placed Crystal's body in the woods of Platte County, but no evidence was located to confirm the reports. Williams was imprisoned for the rape and abduction of the other Missouri woman and was about to be charged with Crystal's homicide when he committed suicide in his cell in April of 1999. He died without revealing the location of Crystal's remains. After his death, 2 of his cellmates corroborated his previous statement, saying he told them he'd killed Crystal and disposed of her body. And if anybody has any information regarding Crystal's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Platte County, Missouri Sheriff's Department at 816-858-3452 or 816-858-2424 and see if we can't help them locate Crystal and bring her home so she can be laid to rest the way she should be.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. And my brother is updating me on the Dallas score.
He's lucky Rhonda Relaford, one of the back home media people. He's lucky she's not watching because my family's crazy. They record the football game, right? They record all the football games they want to watch, and they let it play for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then they watch it.
Wow.
Do you know why?
Why?
So they can fast forward through the commercials, timeouts,
Oh, there
pretty
you
much
go.
anything that's not a play. It's kind of frustrating. Like it's like having a panic attack. It's just always fast forwarding at my parents' house on football Sunday, and you're not allowed to look on your phone and see what the actual score is because it'll ruin the fun for my family. It's crazy, but yeah, if Rhonda was watching this, she'd be like, "Oh my gosh," she doesn't know that, Terry. She does not know that yet.
Deanna Cadena, hello. And Diana says, I always worry if these kids are warm enough or have enough to eat and are safe. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Trisha says, you're both young. Well, thank you, Trisha.
I don't
and
know
I'm
about
single too.
Me. Yeah, Ricky's young and single. I'm single. No way, I better not say that. I might get in trouble if I say that. What does it say? No, you're good. My mom loves this show, but if the Cowboys are playing, she's not watching this show. She's screaming at her television for whatever happened 25 minutes ago.
Right.
Need moderators to clean up any junk posted like Cowboys scores.
Hey, now, Pam, be nice. I'm a Cowboys fan.
No, I'm with you, Terry. It drives me nuts. I don't mind commercials. Shaquille O'Neal's in like 50% of the commercials you see on television. What is there not to love about that?
Right.
I love cable television. Let's talk about Maria.
Okay. Maria, and that is her actual name, Maria Pascual. That is her actual name, as I verified it when I was making the flyer.
I like
it. I was curious if that was a typo but they said, nope, that's her actual name. I said, okay. So Maria Pascual is missing from Wichita, Kansas since November 29th of 2021. She's 17. She's 4'11", weighs 160 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. And it's believed she may be either in the Coffeyville, Kansas area, or she may be trying to get to Guatemala. And she's 17 years old. She's 4'11" and weighs 160 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Maria's disappearance, you know her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Maria found and back to where she needs to be. And hopefully we can. Oh. Trisha is a Cowboys fan. All right.
Oh, God. I'm out of here.
All right.
I'm out of here. This place just gets worse every week. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the name of tonight's featured episode. I want to do a little video thing that's like tonight's featured episode. I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But this is tonight's featured episode, kind of like it's like a double Jeopardy or whatever it is on Jeopardy. The daily double. It could be like that. But this is our featured case, and the reason I chose it is because it just looked like it's about time to talk about Thomas Everett Sr. again. So tell us a little bit about what this situation is.
I was actually contacted by his widow about making this. Thomas Everett Sr., I couldn't find a whole lot. Actually, I think I found one article and one memorial, I think, regarding the whole thing. But he was found shot to death in the 300 block of South Mill in Kansas City, Kansas on July 8th of 2000. No suspects have been named. No arrests have been made. So if anybody has any information relating to Thomas's murder or the suspects, please call Crime Stoppers at 816-474-8477, or you can go to the website at crimestoppers.com or text TIP 452 plus your message to 274-637 and see if we can't help identify who shot him and help get some justice for Everett and his family and his child that was left behind. because we definitely need to do that.
Right. Wow. It was a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when we drink. I was only 18 years old in the year 2000, but when I was a kid, Conan had that bit in the year 2000. Like it was just
Yeah.
2000 seemed so far away at one point, and now, this guy's been gone since 2000, and that was a whole life ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just sad, and his family doesn't know what happened. Just senseless. I mean,
yeah. You should have a deal made for Dana Bruce because we covered her last week.
I sure do. I just gotta find it real quick.
Because I pulled her flyer anticipating that we would cover her tonight.
And I deleted it like a ding dong. Let me see if I have it. I don't think I do, but I do somewhere. Let me find it real quick. There, I found it.
Okay.
I think. Maybe. I thought so. Maybe it's in here.
Because actually we have her and one other.
Who else did you want to add?
Well, we have Sasha Brooks on there yet still.
Oh, I didn't get her saved. Okay.
I thought I saw it when I was going through checking everything out.
I think I deleted it. Okay, let me go ahead and cover Dana Bruce, and I will locate Sasha.
Okay.
And I will get Dana on the screen right now. There you go.
Okay, Dana Bruce went missing from Sedalia, Missouri on October 4th, 2008. She was 23 when she went missing. She'd now be 36. She is 5'2", 98 pounds. She has brown hair and green or hazel eyes. She was last seen at her child's babysitter's home in Sedalia, Missouri. She had left the children there earlier that day so she could go out for the evening. She returned at midnight, gave the babysitter more money, and asked her to watch the children for the rest of the night. Dana was last seen at Malone's Bar on Main Street with a young man driving a late model red Ford F-150 truck earlier on the night of her disappearance. She left with the man at 11:30 p.m. Police have identified the man Dana was with on the night she vanished. He traveled to Atlanta, Georgia after her disappearance. Police questioned him about Bruce after he was arrested on unrelated charges of marijuana possession and driving on a suspended license. Excuse me. Authorities haven't named him publicly, but they are calling him a person of interest in her case. He told his questioners that he and Dana parted ways after they left the bar and never saw her after that. She left all her belongings behind, including her hairbrush and toothbrush. She doesn't have credit cards, debit cards, a checking account, a cell phone, or a car. Again, she was 23 when she went missing. She'd now be 36. She is 5'2", weighs 98 pounds. She has brown hair that was colored brown at the roots, black at the ends with red highlights, and green or hazel eyes. She was last known to be wearing a black shirt with the word Rebel and silver lettering on the front and blue jeans. Dana has a tattoo of a teddy bear with wings and the name Dylan on her upper left arm. She is blind in her left eye. She has a 2-inch scar along her lower spine and a staple scar on her right shoulder. Her ears are pierced one time each. And if anybody has any information at all regarding Dana's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Sedalia, Missouri Police Department at 660-827-7823 or 660-826-8100 or the Missouri State Highway Patrol at 573-526-6178. Or you can use their toll-free number, 866-362-6422, and see if we can't get Dana found and back to where she needs to be. It's been quite some time for her as well. It's been just over 13 years.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, yeah, see if we can't get some information generated. It's time for people to start stepping up and talking about what they know on all these cases, actually. Yeah. Yep. And this comment here is in regards to Maria Pascual. Pascual is terrifying. Should be trying to travel that far. Definitely, yeah. Mondi, definitely.
All right. That is scary. Yeah. Well, we got one more case here. We got Sasha Brooks Kozminski.
Yep. She's missing from Newton, Kansas since December 16th of 2020. She was 36 when she went missing. She's now 37. She's 5'5", 165 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Unfortunately, I don't have much more information than just that. I made the update of what her age now would be the other day, and reposted her flyer. So if anybody has any information regarding Sasha's disappearance, or her whereabouts, no matter how small that information is, please call the Newton, Kansas Police Department at 316-284-6030, or the Harvey County, Kansas Communications Center at 316-283-4190, or the KBI at 785-296-4017, and see if we can't help find out what happened to Sasha and get her back home to where she needs to be. It's coming up on a year for her here in about 2 weeks, so let's see if we can't get her found and back home.
Right. Jeez.
Yeah.
We haven't covered her in a while, but I do remember her.
Yeah.
We've covered her a couple times.
Yeah, we have. And unfortunately, it's another case of no updates, nothing from law enforcement, nothing.
Right.
Just total deafening silence. Even if they would just come out and simply say, we're still looking for leads, still looking for information, give us a call and let us know.
Right.
Something as simple as that to let people know they're still working the case. And Kim Steinley is saying, haven't heard anything on Sasha. Thank you for covering again. You're very welcome. The only update, like I said, the only update I can make on her flyer was updating that she's now 37. And that was it. I wish there was more out there I could find out to add to that, as far as maybe where she was last seen, what she might have been wearing.
Yeah.
Any kind of tattoos or piercings or scars, anything like that, But I haven't seen any of that anywhere. So if anybody, that knows anybody in her family or a family member is watching that can help us with that, please let us know. I'll gladly add it to the flyer. As the more information we can get, the better.
Right. Well,
we didn't quite make it an hour.
Well, we got a couple minutes left. I gotta clear up a little. We got a Giants fan here. I'm not mad about that. I don't mind the Giants. Little Giants for the movie. That was a great movie. Remember?
Yeah.
The Little Giants. I was thinking about them today. At work today. They were doing. We do these contests in chat room, where like it's Hangman, where they put the number of letters out and you pick a letter, and Giants were one of the and I was gonna pick Giants. So yeah, I was thinking about Little Giants. And then Trisha says, "Poor Derek." I know. I am ganged up on here. I'm a Bears fan, so and they aren't even good. I know they're not good. Roxanne says she's Eagles. Oh wait, that changes. And then Donda says Chiefs Cowboys. Well, I'm really just thankful that people showed up tonight with an NFL game going on. Like I've been streaming for 5 years, and usually you lose a lot of people when one of the big teams is playing on a Thursday night.
Yeah. I'm replying to a message from the flyer that I was working on before the show, and she's approved it, so I'm going to post it here shortly.
Okay. Sweet.
We've covered him before too in the past, so.
Okay. Well, you want to go ahead and wrap this up, and then we can get that posted on the Facebook page.
Yep.
Trisha said this is more important.
Definitely is. And like so, I'm hoping I get the information on the other 3 that are with that group of 6 that went missing from Wichita yesterday, and get their flyers up too. Haven't heard anything on Charles Henry from Great Bend. I haven't heard anything on him either. We've covered him. It's been a while, I think, since we've covered Charles Henry. Right. I think it's Mick Henry, not Henry, but Mick Henry, I believe.
Right. So, and then we have.
I'm notating it on my list here.
Mondi says there should be a place to update tattoos, piercing, scars, and other details to attach to your license or ID.
That would be good.
It should be, yeah.
That would be
That's
good.
A good idea, Mondi.
Yeah, definitely.
Chuck Henry.
McHenry.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. I got him jotted down on my list here.
Okay. Awesome.
So.
Well, whenever you're ready, Cowboy.
Yep, just want to thank everybody for being here tonight and sticking with us. You know, it's kind of hard competing against an NFL game, but we did a good job. So, you know, share the replay with everybody so everybody can catch the replay that missed it because they were watching the game or whatever. But make sure it's getting spread around and share it so people know about these cases, and hopefully it'll get to the right ears and people will start talking and getting that information in. But, you know, with that being said, again, you know, thank you guys for being here. It's been a great show, and your guys are always a great crowd and great interaction with everybody. And Trisha looking sharp in her KMU hoodie.
Mm-hmm. Looking
until
awesome.
until the next show, which is going to be December 7th, which is next Tuesday. You guys, you know, take it easy and stay safe. Be careful. God bless, and we will see you next week.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a suicidal crisis or emotional distress, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.